Hey guys, so I have a video for this tutorial. Um, and as I'm looking, I gotta fix my liner. But I'm gonna be doing a face routine. I think that looks a little better. So I've realized that whenever I do a foundation look, or I mean, not foundation, whenever I do an eye tutorial, if it's something I'm gonna wear for the day, well, like this I'm not gonna wear for the day, but I'm just doing it for this purpose. Um, but whenever I know I'm gonna wear something, like let's say I do, an eyeshadow tutorial in the morning, you see that light blinding you and half my face. I'm pretty much wearing it the whole day. Unless it's like an official weekend, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I do my foundation afterwards, but I never show you how I do after I do like my eyes. Because you're not just covering your eyes, and you gotta be a little more careful because you have your eyeliner and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you that. Um, I'm using my little makeup bag that I have loads of things in here with. I wanted to take two things out actually. Okay, so I'm just taking out the stuff I know that I'm gonna use. Okay. So now I'm just taking my light infused primer, and I'm not necessarily putting it all over my face.
Was that necessary? Yes. You ruined our show. Hey, Zoe started it.
No, you started it.
Okay, you both ruined it. How about that? Which is why from now on, when we do our show, you can't be in the room. I live there. Yes, but together, Michael and I can overpower you. So you're out.
Uh-huh.
You too, Lassie.
What?
Dude, she can't come over while we're doing the show either. She's banned.
Why?
Come on.
It's fine. I promise not to come over and ruin your little show again.
Okay, so as you can see,
Hey,
a lot of light
you guys need to stay
infused.
sing, right?
It's really nice because it's a primer and stuff like that. So, yeah. I have my Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish Foundation.
Chase and Michael's show was actually pretty good yesterday. Hey, you called us pretty good. I heard me.
Keep reading.
Okay. The usual silly gags were replaced with a lively spirited debate between Zoe Brooks and Logan Reese. Interesting.
What else did it say?
The new edition of debates between Zoe and Logan make the Chase and Michael show a must-see webcast here at PCA. Wednesday afternoons at chaseandmichael.com. Hey, our show got its first good review.
Uh-huh. Too bad I'm not allowed in our room anymore while you're doing it.
Yeah, and too bad I'm banned for life.
So, Zoe. Logan. Please be on our show. Please.
Okay, and that was what I used right now on my face is about 3 good generous pumps of foundation, or not generous, more or less skimpy.
Yes. What do you mean? Well, once I was in this play and I had to cry, right? But I couldn't. So my acting coach uses hypnosis technique to help me cry whenever I wanted to.
So you think you can
being distracted by cute guys?
Mm-hmm. For the shot? Okay. Clean it out. Go to different hypnosis techniques online, and in a couple of days we'll... Stop thinking about cute guys!
Okay, right here, I'm gonna do it with my finger.
And welcome back to the Chase and Michael Show.
And now, for your viewing enjoyment, we present a new, ultra-cool, regular feature on the show, which we call
He Says, She Says, with Zoe Brooks and Logan Reeves.
Your topic tonight. Would a woman make a better president of the United States than a man?
Absolutely not.
You're an idiot.
A woman cannot be president of the United States.
Name one reason.
Because girls are too emotional. Every time she gets a pimple, she'll cry, then start a war with Switzerland.
Okay, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard anyone say. Well, pimples do make me upset. But I'm not gonna blow up Switzerland. Quinn, hurry up and put the new episodes so we can all see. I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying. Look, girls may be more emotional than guys, but we're way less violent.
And your point is?
And if a woman was president, maybe we'd be less likely to go to war.
What's wrong with war?
Okay, Logan, you're closing the line.
Guys make better leaders, and everybody knows it.
Zoe, final thoughts.
A woman would make a better president, and Logan's a moron.
Why don't you just admit that you're freakishly attracted to me?
Fine, I admit it. So, you wanna make out?
Sure.
Good, fuck her up.
Oh. Hey, this is not over.
And that concludes today's segment of He Says, She Says.
We'll be right back with more of the Chase and Michael show.
And then I'm just gonna take a little bit, like that much.
Yeah, man, we're up to dizzy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe a little more than that.
Hey, check out how many people are watching us online.
Right on the jawline.
64 people? Uh-huh. We rock, dude.
Yep. I think these Zoe Logan debates are gonna make the kids here at PCA really think, you know?
Yeah, it might really get people talking.
Okay, so just like that, that's my foundation. I have it, oh, and like I said, this was from Maybelline. I got it for $9.35, so $9.40. And then this is my Ideal Shade concealer stick from Avon.
Chase Matthews and
And it's just like a stick, almost like a lipstick.
Some 7th grade boys and girls are fighting down by the gym.
Fighting about what?
Some webcams they saw last night.
And I'm just placing it all under the eye.
office right now.
Yes, sir.
Right like there.
Get your class under control. Consider that done.
Your little
And
webcast has disrupted the entire campus.
I just like to touch out right here.
Just be quiet.
You should be quiet, dog.
We don't need this kind of trouble here at PCA. So I'm putting a stop to it.
And by stop, you mean
Your webcast is canceled.
what?
Okay, so these are all the things that I'm pretty much covering. And as you see, this brush does it very nicely.
They just cancel our webcast.
This year will be different. Don't worry. You'll have friends from the past. It's scary how much I like it. This is it.
I really like the way this brush does everything. Concealer, foundation, powder. It works great for almost everything, or pretty much everything.
Hey guys. No, listen.
like that. And I'm just gonna use my finger, and then I'll just blend it out like that. And I'm just gonna do a little extra where I actually have like a pimple coming. But you know, it's kind of there already. Which actually, it's in a great place because that's where you would put concealer anyway to cover dark circles. And then I just like to, you know, go under and kind of just check. Not that bad when it comes to dark circles. You know, just sometimes I like a little extra coverage.
They won't believe what they see. Text HAND to 55222. Subscription costs just $9.99 per month.
Listen to the critics, and you will hear. This is the scariest film
Who's that?
of the year. I wanna laugh like Peaches are cute.
Today at Taming the Wild, with the Touchably Smooth collection, the sleeping Sarah looks right in.
You know, so it just covers pretty much anything really well. I mean, I really like, you know, the concealer really makes a difference on my skin. Especially with the brush when you use pretty nice quality makeup. And I know, I mean, I'm using Maybelline, L'Oreal. You know, L'Oreal was my primer, Maybelline was my foundation, and Avon was my concealer. When most of your products are really good quality, I mean, now e.l.f. isn't, when I mean good quality, I mean like MAC-wise or Sephora-wise. But it was an e.l.f. brush, and it was a really good quality brush, Studio Line, $3, pretty cheap. It really makes a difference on your skin. Now I'm just going to kind of buff everything in. It's been sitting on my skin for a little while. Nothing on my brush, whatever might have been, you know, left there from applying my makeup. So, you know, everything's set, you know, well, not set as in powder-wise, but, you know, everything's on your skin. Before I actually go and set my, my hands are slippery, I don't know why. I think it's because I'm touching a powder. Before I actually go and set my foundation, which I use a couple of different products, and I'll show you how. I'm just taking a little bit of that primer and hitting right on my nose, just so it really keeps that nice light luminous look. I like to do it right here. Now there's one area I forgot to do before. That's the Cupid's bow. So, you know, just keep that nice and light. And my cheekbones. And I suggest you do this with your fingers, since you already have products in your face and you're applying another product on top of it. It might slip and slide with a brush. So when you use your fingers and you kind of just pat and roll, it kind of works a little better. And I'm just going to do a little drop. I kind of almost go into like a Y shape or a V shape and kind of just brush it up. So that's just, you know, my highlighting points. That way I don't have to go in with another powder and highlight. It's like, ugh, no. Okay, so now for the powders. It's just, you know, 3 powders, sometimes 4, but I think usually when I just use the 2 that I'm about to show you, I do that other one. But since I'm using something else that I'm going to show you, I don't think I'm going to need the 4. Pretty much, I like to take my complexion perfection powder. It's the 4 different colors. When you blend it all in, it kind of comes into a nice color. I find that because I try and hit the middle, I'm already feeling a dent in the middle, so I'm gonna try and not hit the middle so much. But so I'm just gonna kind of go all around, and I really don't need much of this, and I think I took too much.
We only said 300 last time because he.
And I go under right here.
Just cancel this.
I know, it's such a...
That's what we told him. Great.
Just because I like to correct anything that might be a problem under my eyes.
DVD?
Yeah, I burned our last 2 shows on there for you. It's good stuff. Especially you and Logan. You should watch it.
And then I like to hit, I have to make sure I'm all dry there.
You know, you have to put it in a machine, hook up to a TV set.
And I like to hit there because I get my nostrils feel kind of red. And what this pretty much does, it has, you know, your brightening, your cancel out redness, cancel out, you know, the dark circles. It has like all those, the kinds that you have in concealers in a powder form that you swirl together and put on your face to correct anything. Really nice. So I already kind of have a powder under my eyes already, so I don't want to be too heavy. But, okay, that's the last step. I'm going to take my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. And...
Go for it. Right.
Nicole, listen to me carefully.
Listen to her carefully.
In your algebra class, how many cute guys?
So cute. What?
Yeah, go look at them.
And I just put some in a cap, and I'm not going to use this all because I did take a lot. But, so I know that looks like a lot, but it's really not. A lot of this flies places. And this is just kind of going to be your powder that kind of gives you a little bit of color, even though, like, this is the NYC one, so it's not really great quality. They call it transparent, but I don't find it to be.
You want some more shows?
No, they're late. Dude.
It's okay, I'm not paying that much.
And I still find that there's a little bit of a color on it, but they say it's transparent, so whatever.
You'd be seen by an audience of over 50,000 people.
Deal.
Yes, similar format.
Fine.
Great. Just have the teacher bring you down to the studio at 4:30 on Monday. I'll take care of the rest. Sound good?
Sounds awesome.
Well then, see you Monday.
Yeah, you will.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, I can kiss you. Me too. Okay, you know what? Sure we all enjoy kissing Zoe?
We have a TV show to plan.
Okay, so that's your powder. That's just kind of gonna keep any kind of oil from, you know, producing. It's gonna kind of keep everything still, keep everything intact. Just gonna put this back now. I gotta find like a jar that I can put this in because this is not working. You know, I'm just kind of trying to tap any powder off with the brush.
I'll help Grandpa do his laundry.
I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm gonna, you know what I mean. This this is just my taper face brush, just to kind of get anything that might be
Yes?
floating around.
Nope. Not anymore. Let's just focus on algebra.
You know, the extra
As I was saying,
off the face. Okay, so now with the other brush that I use
A real TV studio.
from e.l.f., I'm going to use the e.l.f.
With
high definition
unlimited
powder.
makeup done.
yes.
So, where should we start the show?
And I used to use this, but I don't now.
The TV.
I just kind of tap what I can off.
I guess I wasn't clear when we talked back at PCA.
Not clear about what?
Well,
And this you really only need a little bit, because you don't want to use that much of this stuff.
But it's
I like to take it and kind of
We're
just
kind of chasing Michael. Michael, please.
blend it and shake it around and kind of coat
we're not interested.
the whole surface, so kind of like that. And don't forget the surface is black. See how nice it is now? Trying to kind of get rid of some products.
It's really sweet, but they don't want us.
But it's your guys' show.
No, Universe canceled our show.
You guys have a really cool shot here.
And I want you to take it.
First positions.
Roll camera. Rolling. Speed.
7, 6. Has it started yet? Spelt?
and now for the afternoon, he says, she says, with your hosts, Zoe Brooks and Logan Reese.
Where's Chase and Michael?
Hello, my name is Logan Reese. I'm Zoe Brooks. And today, we're going to talk about some interesting topics. First, girls and sports.
Now,
Now, I think it's fine if girls have
personally,
sports teams,
my
but
skin
they should not be allowed to play on
is
our
dry,
So,
and I know I'm crazy. Why am I using all these powders on my face when I don't really need it?
okay.
Because my skin is already dry, so what's the point?
Oh,
But this is just personally how I do it. I always kind of contradict my skin. I was always known for doing that. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I was always known for contradicting my skin. My skin's dry. I have dry skin. I have excessive dry skin, but I put foundation on like I have dry skin or like I have oily skin.
Zoe writing back.
okay. For our next topic, let's talk about
Eating kittens.
That's just
People should eat more kittens. We're gonna let him give you a Kit Kat
how
for
I
breakfast.
was. That's just how I always was. As you can see, my skin is flawless.
Censorship.
Perfect for the camera.
Censorship is when someone stops you from saying
Now,
what
of
you wanna
course,
say. And afterwards, remind
I get into blush and all that stuff, and actually I'll do a little bit of blush. I have this really cracked up blush, but I'm gonna use it anyway.
Chase and Michael go to Pacific Coast Academy, and they have this really cool webcam.
Zoe.
And they're being banned it, and I say that's censorship, which is wrong. And if you agree, go to PCA and tell people how you feel about censorship. And that's promotion.
What was that?
Are you insane? Zoe, that was great. That was the
Okay.
coolest thing you ever did.
No.
Do you realize what's going to happen?
Now I just have a brush here that's pretty clean, so I'm just gonna blend it. And as you can see, my skin is flawless.
I have Zoe and Logan here.
Send Zoe and Logan.
So yeah, this video is really long, and I'm really sorry for that, but I mean, it is.
I'm sure they'll wave if you let Chase and Mike have their show back.
No, I will not be pushed around.
It's weird, I know
Oh, I'll tell them.
how long this video took, but
People, I am in charge of this
oh
show.
my god, it's bothering me.
Chase and Michael cannot have their show back.
But you know, that's just how it is. Long video. A lot of stuff I did, you know. I did primer, I did foundation, concealer, blending. I did 3 different powders, a blush. So that's just how it is. Oh, and yeah, I did these myself. I just meant to point that out. They're acrylics. The white is acrylic, and I did it all myself. So yeah, eventually I'll get a video on that when I'm a little better. So yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm so sorry for this long video, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, bye.